Knowing when to step up and when to step back. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. I got to thinking about stepping up and stepping back. And so, what am I talking about? Well, sometimes people don't step up when they should, and sometimes people don't step back when they should. And I believe it's important to know when to step up to something and when to step back from something. Not everything are we qualified to step into, and yet some people step into things or situations that they really should not. Just because we're not qualified doesn't mean that we can't give support or we can't be there for someone else. But we have to know where our expertise or lack of expertise begins and ends. Some things we're not wise enough to give advice or suggestions about. Sometimes we can just listen. And yet there are times that really even listening is not something maybe we should even be doing. Sometimes we have to know when to step back from a situation. When we step into a situation, we're participating in some sense in that situation, even if we're listening. And sometimes we should. And so we have to know, is this right for me to step into? Or is it a situation that needs me to step back from, to gain enough distance to have clarity, to have perspective, and to make the right choices and right decisions? Sometimes people try to draw us into situations that really we have no business being in. And sometimes there are situations where our stepping in can make a very, very positive difference or a positive impact. And so we have to know, is it right for us to step in? Do we have permission to step in? Or perhaps some situations are such that they're very volatile at the moment. And sometimes gaining the needed space and distance from that relationship for the time being can be a very good thing. To step back in the right ways so that we have perspective, so that we have clarity, and let things kind of settle down. And so for me, I look at a situation. Do I belong in that situation at some point or not at all? Or maybe I belong in it altogether. And yet, are there situations that I should step back from? I've been in situations like in the work situation where perhaps there was a disagreement between two coworkers that I played no part of and didn't want to play a part of. Now, I could have stepped into that, but instead I stepped to the side and I let them work it out. That wasn't my place to step into that situation. And yet, there have been situations, even in my own family, where someone took sick and I needed to step in and be of help to them. And I was. And so I knew that that was my role at the time. It was a needed role, and it was one that I could do and should do. And so we have to know what we should step into and what we should not step into. And there are just simply times that sometimes walking out of the situation can be the best thing that we can do. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes we just need that needed space by stepping back and letting things settle. Okay? Well, from my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to y'all soon again. Bye-bye.